In this episode of Global Insights, we revisit the United Nations General Assembly, where former President Donald Trump once again stirred controversy by humiliating European leaders. His speech, as always, reinforced the supremacy of the United States on the global stage and rejected any criticism from historical allies. But what lies behind these provocative remarks? Why does Trump persist in asserting America's dominance in international affairs? Let's take a closer look at the dynamics behind his rhetoric and how it contrasts with the speeches from other major global powers at the UN. Trump's remarks in his speech at the UN. Trump targeted European leaders, accusing them of not fully supporting the United States in critical international matters, ranging from trade policies to global security. He argued that America had been too generous in its international commitments to the detriment of its own interests. Here are some key excerpts. America will never again suffer the injustice of giving more to get less. European nations must understand that their choices should not come at the expense of the United States. America is strong and no one can ignore it. These remarks are a clear reflection of Trump's attempt to assert American dominance while undermining European partnerships that he sees as one-sided. He creates a stark division between America, which he places at the top, and other nations whom he deems weaker or ungrateful. 2. Why Trump imposes his power. Trump embodies an exaggerated form of nationalism where America must reign supreme without compromise. His Make America Great Again slogan translates into not only protectionist economic policies, but also an increasingly isolationist stance in global affairs. Trump's criticism of multilateral relations, particularly with Europe, reveals his desire to create power dynamics where America stands in a commanding position. In this vision, Trump's strategy seeks to preserve U.S. supremacy while dictating the terms of trade agreements and geopolitical relations. For him, maintaining this dominant position in an increasingly multipolar world is key to America's prosperity and security. 3. The UN speech and other key interventions. In stark contrast to Trump's rhetoric, other world leaders approached key issues with a focus on multilateralism and global cooperation. For instance, UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres stressed the need for collective action to address global challenges such as climate change and armed conflicts.
Notable speeches included 1. Xi Jinping, China. He reaffirmed China's commitment to promoting a world order based on equality and mutual respect, directly opposing Trump's unilateral approach. 2. Emmanuel Macron, France. Macron emphasized the importance of strengthening international institutions, advocating for a more solidary global governance. 3. Boris Johnson, United Kingdom. While still supporting strong transatlantic relations, Johnson highlighted the need for enhanced dialogue to tackle global challenges. Trump's speech at the UN once again showcased his vision of America at the top, ready to navigate the global stage alone. His attacks on Europe reflect a strategy of retreat into American exceptionalism, whereas other global powers continue to advocate for cooperation and multilateralism. These contrasts highlight the growing fractures in international approaches, with nations increasingly choosing their allies and interests on strictly national grounds, often at the expense of global stability. The world is shifting, and the choices we make now will determine our collective future.